Welcome to Marketing10. This is a series of video lessons about marketing in 10 minutes or less. Today, I'm going to be creating a Google Display Ads campaign. So to get started, we're here in the campaign screen of our Google Ads account, and what we want to do is we want to click on the plus sign to create a new campaign. Now, the first thing is going to be our campaign objective, and what you want to do is set up conversion tracking when you create your Google Ads account. I will put a URL in the video description that will show you how to set up conversion tracking. It's another tutorial on my channel. So what you want to do is use the objective of sales or leads, because that will allow you to drive conversions on your website. You can also use website traffic or brand awareness and reach as other campaign objectives, but in my case, I'm going to choose sales. And the conversion goal I'm going to be optimizing for is purchases. So this is my main conversion action. So we're ready to click on continue. Next is going to be our campaign type. So in this case, we're creating a display campaign. So we're going to choose display, and we're going to choose a standard display campaign. Now down here, what you want to do is enter your landing page URL. So in my case, I'm sending people to my farmhouse furniture page, and I'm running a sale on my website where they can use a code to get 10% off all furniture. So we're going to come over here and use that as my website. And then we want to name our campaign. And once we've done all that, we're ready to click on continue. Next is going to be our campaign settings. So you want to start with your location targeting. So whichever locations you serve, that's where you want to target. So I'm going to choose United States and Canada here. And then under location options, I like to choose presence, because that means that are people that are in or regularly in my targeted locations. So next we're going to come down here to language targeting. In my case, I'm just going to choose English here. You want to select the languages your customers speak. Now after this, we're going to come in here to more settings. So there's a few different things here that we can go over. You can update your ad rotation. You can change your ad schedule. You can change your device targeting. You can set campaign URL options. You can use dynamic ads. So all of these I'm not really going to go over in this video. Now start and end dates, since my campaign ends on the 30th, my promotion on my website, I want to make sure that this ends on the 30th as well. So if we come down here to more settings as well, the only thing that we can change here is content exclusions. So sometimes what I'll do if something has a digital content label of DLMA for mature audiences, I'll remove that. I'll remove sensitive content here. I'll remove below the fold, and I'll remove park domains. So those are some of the different content exclusions I like to choose, and we're going to click on next. Next, you want to set your average daily budget. Now you'll see right here, the most you'll pay per month is your daily budget times 30.4, the average number of days in a month. So if you want to spend about $1,000 over the course of a month, you'd set a daily budget of around $33. And then you're going to spend somewhere around $1,000, maybe slightly more, but you should view your budget as more of a monthly budget, because you might spend $50 one day and $20 the next, but over the course of a month, you're going to spend whatever you set here times 30.4. Next is going to be our bidding strategies. So I want to focus on conversions since we chose the objective of sales. So we have conversions here. I want to automatically maximize conversions. I'm going to set a target cost per action. The recommended target cost per action for my account is $2.70. So that's what I'm going to set here. And ultimately we want to get this as low as possible. So now we're going to click on next, and we're going to start with targeting. So they're automatically going to use optimized targeting, which uses our landing page and assets to find more conversions. So you want to keep that on. And then under ad targeting here, I usually don't change placements, topics, or keywords. That's different ways to target specific content. So with placements, you can choose specific websites, videos, or apps. With topics, you could choose topics to target many web pages, apps, and videos about a certain subject. And with keywords, it's contextual keyword targeting. So you can enter terms related to your products or services, and it will find the most relevant websites. Now, demographics, you can reach people based on age, gender, parental status, or household income. I'm not going to change any of those in this video. A lot of times I don't change those too often. Sometimes you use demographic targeting if you're looking for a certain target market. But what I want to do here is choose audience segments, suggest who should see our ads. And what you want to do is find the most targeted segments based on whatever it is that you're promoting. So in my case here, it's farmhouse furniture. So I would recommend starting at the bottom and creating a custom audience segment. So you can create a new custom audience segment by clicking on the plus sign. You can choose here people who search for any of these terms on Google and enter the most relevant Google search terms for whatever you are targeting. So in my example, I could enter search terms like farmhouse furniture, rustic furniture, farmhouse bedroom furniture, farmhouse dressers, beds, dining tables. So I've already done all of this, and I've created my custom segment. You can see it's farmhouse furniture search terms right here. So we're going to select this custom segment, and then we're going to come back here and expand our targeting a bit. So the other thing that I like to use are some of my website visitor audiences. So in my case, what I could do is anybody who has visited my website over the last 540 days, I'm going to target them with my ads because they've shown an interest in farmhouse decorations or farmhouse furniture. So I want to target them with my ads as well. And then similar segments are going to be built based on our remarketing audiences. So I'm going to choose people who are also similar to everyone who is in my website visitors, all users 540-day audience. Now, last but not least, we can come down here to in-market and life events. So in-market are going to be people who are actively researching or planning to buy something. So when you click down here, these are all the different categories. So there's a bunch of different in-market segments. The main one that's going to work best for me here, if we come over to search, you can also just search here for different audiences, is home furnishings, because that's people who are actively looking to purchase home furniture. So I'm going to choose these 4 audiences. We're going to click on done over here, and we have optimized targeting on, and we're ready to click on next to create our advertisements. So with ad creation, you can just use responsive display ads. If you do want to upload display ads, you could do that here, but responsive display ads will automatically fit into all the different key ad formats, all the different sizes that Google Ads has across the Google Display Network. So we're going to scroll down here. First is going to be your final URL, so the landing page where you're sending traffic to. So we already have ours set here. We're going to enter our business name, and we're going to scroll down here, and next you want to use images. So the main images sizes here are landscape images, 1.91 by 1, 1200 by 628 is a recommended size, and square images, 1200 by 1200. So if we click on the plus sign here, you can upload your assets if you haven't done so already. I already have a bunch of assets in my asset library that I'm going to choose from. You can also use stock images here as well, and over on the right hand side will be your selected assets. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if I choose an image like this, it can be used for 2 different ratios. So the landscape ratio and the square ratio. So I'm going to select 2 ratios here, and now I'm going to choose all of my assets. Okay, so you can see all my different images here. I have a bunch of square and landscape images that I'm using. So now I can click on save. So we have all of our images set. You can add up to 5 logos. There's 2 different logo sizes, 1200 by 300 and 1200 by 1200. So I have 1 landscape logo and 1 square logo already uploaded here. So you do this the same way you do the images. Next is going to be videos, which are optional, but if you do have videos on your YouTube channel that you can use as advertisements, you want to do that now and enter those YouTube URLs here. I'm going to come over here to recently used and select some of these different farmhouse videos that I've already uploaded to my Farmhouse Goals YouTube channel and click on save. Now we're going to keep scrolling down, and you want to enter your ad copy. You get 5 headlines. There are 30 characters each. You get a 90 character long headline, and then you get 5 description lines. And then down here at the bottom, if we click on more options, you can do your call to action text. In my case, I'm going to do shop now. And then you can also do your custom colors. So you want to enter your brand colors here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enter all of my ad copy now. Okay, so I have my 5 headlines here along with my long headline. You can see my ad strength is excellent because I've added all my images, videos, headlines, and my descriptions. If we scroll down here, we have 5 different description lines. I've entered my call to action text as shop now. My custom colors are my 2 main brand colors, and we can click on create ad. Now you can create additional responsive display ads here. You can duplicate this responsive display ad and then set a new landing page URL to test different landing page URLs on your website, or you could upload display ads as well. Now in my case, I'm going to click on next. Okay, so campaign review, we have our name, our campaign type, our objective, and our goal. We have our final URL set here, and then you can go through everything else just to make sure you have everything set the way you want it, and then we can click on publish campaign. And now our campaign is published. What you can do is duplicate your ad group and test out different types of targeting. You can target content if you want. You can target different types of audiences. But what you want to do is let your campaign run for a little bit, see how it's performing, and then you want to try to get this target CPA as low as possible. So if you have any questions about creating a display campaign, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.